Oh my goodness, y'all. Grab your seats because the Braxton family drama has reached a whole new level of shocking. This time it's all about what happened after we lost our beloved Traci Braxton. Instead of coming together to honor her memory, the family is being torn apart by accusations of greed and betrayal that'll make your jaw drop. Let me spill the tea. Tracy's husband, Kevin Surratt Sr., is saying things got so messy that he was literally banned from making important decisions about his own wife's funeral and estate. Can you believe that? Let's dive deep into this family drama because, honey, it is piping hot. Ever since Tracy left us, it seems like the scandals just keep getting bigger and bigger. Those Braxton sisters who used to be all about family values and unity, well, they're now being called out for supposedly being disloyal and greedy. Word on the street is that the real drama exploded when everyone found out Tracy left control of everything, her money, her decisions, all of it, to her son, Kevin Surratt Jr. And let me tell you, some people were not happy about that decision.
We all make choices, and it's up to you to decide, what you want to do. So they decided they ain't one coming, and that was their choice to make.
But wait, there's more. It wasn't just Tracy's son catching heat. Her husband, Kevin Sr., found himself right in the middle of this storm too. When he tried to speak up about how things should be handled after losing his wife, instead of getting support from the family, he claims he was pushed aside and silenced. Can you imagine dealing with that kind of treatment while grieving your wife?
Our friends? When you're married, it's supposed to be our friends, not mine and yours. He need a life, though. Let him have that one. Look at all this life I'm giving him.
Now here's where it gets even juicier. The Braxton sisters, especially Tony, aren't ready to come clean about any of this. They're allegedly trying to shut Kevin Jr. down, but we need to ask ourselves, what's really going on here? Was Tracy actually mistreated by the people closest to her? Or is there more to this story that we don't know? The first red flag popped up when fans discovered the details of Tracy's will. She left her son Kevin Jr. in charge of everything. Her estate, her brand, even her image rights. Now this might sound like a mother's love, but it had fans scratching their heads. I mean, why didn't she trust her husband Kevin Sr. or her sisters to handle things? Hold on to your hats because there's more. Tracy specified that Clifton Jones would manage her brand and image rights until Kevin Jr. was ready to take over, with her legal team making that call. This bold move had everyone wondering, why didn't Tracy trust her own family enough to put them in charge? Some people think Tracy's decision to keep her family out of her will was her way of protecting herself from them. And honestly, when you hear how Kevin Jr. recently exposed the way they allegedly belittled her and kept her out of family activities, it starts to make sense. And if you think that's far-fetched, just wait until you hear how the Braxton family handled Tracy's funeral. According to insiders, the sisters accused Kevin Sr. of going against Tracy's wishes by organizing a viewing and funeral service. Apparently, Tracy's will specifically asked for cremation without any formal services, but a viewing still happened, and that's when things got even messier. Would you believe that Tamar, Trina, Tawanda, Tony, and their mother Evelyn Braxton allegedly refused to attend the viewing altogether? They claimed it went against Tracy's final wishes.
Let's call the Tracy.
We just kept flying back and forth this year. We took turns with different things, and everyone had their own role in being there for her. We laughed a lot with her. We cried a lot with her.
But it doesn't stop there, y'all. Michael Conrad Braxton, Tracy's own father, showed up to the viewing only to be turned away at the door because he wasn't on the guest list. Can you imagine? Eventually, someone from the church let him in, but he had to sit in the fourth row and wasn't even allowed to speak about his daughter. I mean, how heartbreaking is that? Now, Kevin Sr. has strongly denied all these allegations. He insists he was just following what Tracy wanted, a viewing and memorial service to celebrate her life, which he planned with her management and PR team. Listen to what Kevin Jr. had to say about it. I was with my wife more than anybody in this world. I know my wife. When she got cancer, we really started to communicate about funeral plans. I went to every single one of her doctor appointments throughout our entire marriage. That's how we were. And now they're treating me like a deadbeat husband. Oh, but honey, once Kevin Sr. cleared his name, he did not hold back. He turned the spotlight right onto Tracy's sisters, accusing them of exploiting her passing for their own gain. According to him, the sisters weren't just causing problems after Tracy passed. They'd been making her life difficult while she was still here. Kevin called out the Braxton sisters for being cruel and dismissive towards Tracy. And when you look at some of their interactions, well, it's hard to deny he might be onto something.
That's Tony right there. She wish. That's Tony Braxton right there all day. The one at the bottom. Wow, she got some music. That's beautiful. Tony.
Let's take a trip down memory lane, shall we? Remember that clip where Tracy shaded her sisters for mistreating her? They had her carrying their bags like some personal assistant instead of letting her shine on stage with them. And it gets worse. Remember when Tamar kicked Tracy off her movie set? That incident left fans absolutely fuming, with many calling out Tamar for her treatment of Tracy. It wasn't just fans speculating either. People close to Tracy were uncomfortable with how she was treated.
Okay, I got that ablation thing done.
What's an ablation?
It's a procedure where they they have to scrape me and scrape my
When you have long periods and a little bit of anemic.
And I swear to y'all, excuse me, mommy, but my clitoris.
But if you think Kevin Sr.'s claims are just his side of the story, let's hear it straight from Tracy herself. During an emotional therapy session on Braxton Family Values, Tracy opened up about how deeply her sister's lack of support hurt her. She shared this heartbreaking memory from an event in Miami where she was receiving an honor from the United Negro College Fund. Instead of celebrating her accomplishment, she felt completely sidelined by her sisters. It just breaks my heart to hear Tracy describe feeling like an outsider in her own family, especially during such an important milestone.
That was bizarre behavior. And everybody just brushed it off as, Tamar being Tamar. But if they knew, Tamar's always right.
This goes above and beyond anything that I've seen her do ever.
So what's wrong? Anybody
I
talk
don't
to
know.
her?
Now, while Kevin Sr. has been vocal about how the Braxton sisters treated Tracy, he's also had his own issues with how her estate was managed. According to Kevin Jr., his father wasn't happy about Tracy's decision to leave him in charge as the sole executor of her will and estate. The tension between them apparently came from Kevin Sr.'s confusion and frustration over why he wasn't given control. From his perspective as Tracy's husband, it probably felt like a decision that came out of nowhere. But Kevin Jr. believed his mother's choice was completely intentional and well thought out. This created such a rift between father and son, with Kevin Jr. feeling hurt that his dad couldn't understand Tracy's reasoning. To him, it was all about trust. Y'all, Tracy had made it crystal clear who she wanted handling her legacy, but Kevin Sr.'s reaction just added another layer of drama to this already messy family situation. Listen to this. It looks like Tracy wasn't taking any chances. She seemed to know that after she was gone, there'd be fights over her wishes, so she took extra steps to protect herself, her legacy, and her family. Tracy was so smart about it too. She actually let Kevin Jr. record their conversations about the will, her estate, and how she wanted everything handled. She knew people might try to twist her intentions, so these recordings became her insurance policy, keeping everything crystal clear. Her decision to put everything under Kevin Jr.'s control instead of splitting it up among family members might have been her way of avoiding conflict. It's like she saw all this drama coming and did everything she could to make sure her son had what he needed to carry out her wishes without anyone interfering. Y'all, Tracy didn't make this choice lightly either. She really thought about who she could trust with her estate and her legacy, and she chose her son for a reason. When you look at all the years of tension she dealt with in her family, her actions speak volumes about someone who wanted to make sure her legacy was protected. But here's where things get even messier. Back in September 2024, footage leaked of this heated argument between Kevin Sr. and Kevin Jr. that apparently got physical. The clip went viral faster than wildfire, and everyone started talking about the family drama and how strained things had gotten between father and son after Tracy's passing.
No. You told me no. You told me no. You told me no. You told me no. When I asked you if let me live in our house.
This altercation supposedly happened because of tensions over Tracy's will naming Kevin Jr. as the sole executor, and honestly, you can see how this decision might have frustrated Kevin Sr., who felt like he was being pushed out of the whole process. But hold on to your seats, because here comes the twist. Rumor has it that the Braxton sisters were the ones who leaked that footage. Apparently, they shared the clip to make both Kevin Sr. and Kevin Jr. look like they couldn't handle managing Tracy's estate. If that's true, this could have been their way of trying to get control of the estate for themselves.
As a father, I thought it was important to address the situation. I want to make it clear that no physical altercations occurred. This incident happened some time ago and is being made to seem.
Looking back at how much drama these sisters have caused before and all the allegations about their greed, it's not hard to believe they might have leaked that footage for their own benefit. I mean, getting control of Tracy's estate, or even some of Toni Braxton's wealth, would be quite the prize, wouldn't it? Making things even more complicated, Kevin Jr. later revealed in an interview that both he and his father had been drinking when they got into that argument. This likely made everything more intense, despite Kevin Sr. trying to say it happened a long time ago. Now, Kevin Jr. did admit things got physical, but he made sure everyone knew he still loves his father. He wasn't trying to make him look bad. He said it was just all the emotions and strain they've been dealing with since losing Tracy.
Me and my father, we had our ups and downs, But what I can say is, we're getting through it. We're not like at a point where we're not on speaking terms. That incident, it hurt.
But if the Braxton sisters really were behind leaking that footage, it raises some serious questions about what they're trying to do. By making Kevin Sr. and Kevin Jr. look like they can't handle Tracy's estate, were they trying to position themselves to take control? Given all the family fights and how they allegedly treated Tracy when she was alive, you have to wonder if this was part of some bigger plan. Could they have seen this as their chance to get more influence or maybe even access to Toni Braxton's wealth? Now here's where things get really heartbreaking. After losing his mother, Kevin Jr. has been going through some serious emotional struggles. Everything just seemed to pile up until it became too much. During an episode of The Braxton Show, things took a frightening turn when Kevin Jr. had a seizure right there on set. The production team found him and called Tawanda Braxton for help. According to reports, Kevin Jr. has been having seizures ever since his mother passed away, and this incident had everyone worried sick about his health. As if that wasn't enough stress, Kevin Jr. is also dealing with a difficult divorce and custody battles. But here's where it gets really nasty. Rumors started spreading that Kevin Jr.'s seizure was because of alcohol and drug use. And guess who allegedly started those rumors? None other than the Braxton sisters themselves, trying to damage Kevin Jr.'s reputation. The timing of these rumors seems awfully convenient, with many people thinking the sisters might have spread them to discredit him as the executor of Tracy's estate. After all, if Kevin Jr.'s reputation takes a hit, it could open the door for someone else in the family to step in and take control. During a grief counseling session on the show, Kevin Jr. opened up about how much he's struggling between losing his mother, all this family drama, and the fallout from his divorce. It's clear the poor man has been through absolute hell. After the seizure, Kevin Jr. shared that he's terrified of being alone, especially with his health issues. Well, Evelyn Braxton and Trina Braxton did visit him at his hotel to check on him. They tried to comfort him and encouraged him to stay strong and work things out with his lawyer. But Kevin Jr. admitted he feels completely betrayed by his ex-wife Olivia, who now has full custody of their child and control of their former home. Y'all, these allegations that the Braxton sisters started rumors about Kevin Jr.'s supposed substance abuse to undermine him are absolutely shocking, especially when you consider they might have also leaked that video of the fight between Kevin Jr. and Kevin Sr. If these claims are true, it paints a disturbing picture of family members doing everything they can to discredit Kevin Jr., possibly to get their hands on Tracy's estate. While Kevin Jr. continues battling through grief and health struggles, it seems like the very people who should be supporting him might be doing the exact opposite. When you look at everything that's happened, it's no wonder Kevin Sr. thinks the Braxton sisters might be trying to profit from Tracy's death. Think about it. Tracy was truly special among the sisters, beloved by fans for being real and resilient. Her music, her personality, and her story made her shine in her own right.
Please welcome the Grammy-nominated powerhouse, Tamar Braxton!
Now, with all these allegations flying around about the sisters stirring up drama, trying to discredit Kevin Jr., and possibly seeking control of her estate, you can see why Kevin Sr. might feel they're more focused on their own gain than honoring Tracy's memory. But what do y'all think about all this Braxton family drama? Do you believe the sisters are trying to profit from Tracy's passing? Are Kevin Sr. and Kevin Jr. being treated unfairly? Or is there more to this story we're not seeing? And most importantly, is Tracy's legacy being respected through all of this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for the latest Hollywood scoop. Before you go, check out this next video on the end screen. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. You